Hey, church, I wanted to talk about the next pastoral qualification. A pastor or elder, the scripture says that they are not to be given to drunkenness, not violent but gentle, and not quarrelsome. Now, these are attributes speaking to more self-control and sacrificial love within the leaders that we want in God's church. Specifically, not drunkenness shows a control of appetite and a restraint in the use of alcohol. It is touching on the fact that alcohol is often something that kind of oils the engine so that there is lack of discernment and intensifies usually indulgence. And that's why violence, I think that the quarrelsome and violent are coming up right in tune with the drunkenness, and we need to have men in our church who are leading the church who are in no way self-indulgent and under the control of anyone else besides the Spirit. But then it says also not violent but gentle. This is something that we cannot, the anger of man does not produce the righteousness that God requires. And so often leaders can fall prey to selfish and self-indulgent leadership, which manifests itself in violence or anger that tries to push people around to where they want them to be, to control them and get them in order, whether that's through physical violence, but that's more rare in our culture, or through actual just yelling and anger that puts people in order instead of serving them. And that's where we can see that kind of top-down oppressive leadership. A violent man, but a gentle man will be someone who is caring for and displaying the grace of God that they've received towards the people that they lead. A gentle man will be someone who is dealing with others in light of the grace they've received, not blowing others up vindictively or taking out their frustrations on others, but instead being as gentle as God's been to us in our sin. And quarrelsome speaks to the idea that they're patient and calibrated in the way that they look for conflict. And I think that is a big problem in our day and age. There's a lot of hunting for an argument in the church and on social media. And we need to be looking for men who are not known for argumentativeness on social media, who are not known for picking a fight or stirring debates or just trying to play devil's advocate. Actually, Timothy and Titus are both warned about foolish controversies and genealogies and debates about things that are not in the scripture. And our pastors and the men that we look to should be men who are not known for running to every hill to die on. And in fact, that they very, very carefully pick which hills they die on. They don't want to play devil's advocate. They don't want to get into these fights. When there is conflict within the church, they are patient, enduring in love, and they're giving the grace that God's given them. They're gentle. They're not going to be that way if they're a drunk. So they're practicing self-control. I abstain from alcohol, but I think that we should be thinking that no one will be an elder or a pastor who has demonstrated a lack of control with the substance of alcohol, because they cannot be drunk, but with any other substance as well. Any kind of addictive patterns in their lives, we need to be saying, well, this is cause for caution and opportunity for more growth, because we want our servant leaders to be spirit-dependent, self-controlled, sacrificial leaders. So they're not ordering things around their own indulgence, not ordering things around getting their own way, but actually looking for the best interests of God and the others that they serve as they depend on the Spirit. So a pastor and elder needs to be not given to drunkenness, not violent but gentle, and not quarrelsome.